when you break down your experience of that situation, of those facts in that way, you get to know yourself in the here and now. So, for example, let's take the example with the contract. Well, I feel rejected because I believe that I'm not wanted in this business, in this field, and I'm not good enough to compete. And I'll never get anywhere. This always happens to me. So those are beliefs like mantras that when we break it down, when we take a situation, which I call an opportunity, a critical situation, and crisis is always a risk and an opportunity. It's the Chinese characters that define crisis. So in situations, and we could call this a crisis, a mini crisis, if you will, personal crisis or professional crisis, there's an opportunity in that. When you take it apart that way and you look at what your experience of it is, you gain information about how you operate. And just like a computer, the computer is only a box of metal unless you have a software system that's operating it. So understanding yourself is like understanding your own software, how you operate. And what you can do then, when you look at it and you say, okay, I believe I'm not good enough. I just said that, I must believe that. Do I believe I'm not good enough? Well, if I, look at my experience and I look at the other contracts I've had, I look at the client's satisfaction, actually, I don't believe that. I know I'm good enough. Okay, so there's one thing. I'm rejected. I'm not wanted here. Is that true? I feel rejected because they didn't get the contract. Well, he came in, $1,000 cheaper, and they're, all about money and they're not really about quality. I know that about this company. Actually, I don't have a need to feel rejected because their reasoning makes total sense why they would choose this other person. Or maybe our prices were similar, our quality is similar, and they simply chose the other person. I don't know why. I could ask why, I could take the time. I could just take it on the chin and say, well, there's something else will come. So what we're doing in that situation then is we're updating, if you will, our operating system to today, because we are no longer on the playground where we're not being picked for the team. There's something happening today that we can take apart. At that point in time when we were smaller, we didn't have those tools available. We probably didn't have the opportunity, and we probably didn't have anybody guiding us through it. We heard, don't be such a baby, buck up, get over it, doesn't matter. Things that really don't help us process it at the time. But now we have tools that we can implement to process. And so that's how we can then move forward and kind of update ourselves to where we are, to the experiences we're having today.